third and long. Sing this song 'cause it's third and long. And now to your hosts, Tony Hunt, Andy Benedict, and Jesse Logan.
Oh, Nelly. Here we go again. We are back. Happy holidays to everyone. We have taken somewhat of a break, but we are back. We're doing what we love and do best, and that is winging it. That is the theme of this week's episode, Winging It, episode 7. We are coming to you live again from McKinney, Frisco, and from the Houston area. We've got a special guest joining us this evening. You'll see him down there, our good friend, our pal from the Houston Rockets, Andrew Sidney. Welcome to Third and Long, my friend.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Welcome aboard.
And then the other two, as usual, he did get new headphones. He still looks like a goofball. Andy Benedict, welcome.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Glad to be back.
Let's keep moving along here. And the man from Kansas City, the Chiefs, I think, are on a bit of a winning streak here. He might not pay attention to us too much because the Jayhawks are playing this evening against no one gives a damn. Jesse Logan, welcome back, buddy.
What's up?
Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I take it everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Ate a lot, did a lot of cool stuff. We've had a 2-week hiatus just to give everyone out there kind of an update on our schedule. Our day jobs are really holding us back from keeping this show going on a weekly basis, but we will survive. We're going to be moving to more of a 2-week schedule here, so be on the lookout for us every other week as we head into Christmas. We might take, or Hanukkah, we might take a longer break. No problem, buddy. Around then, but let's get started here. We're going to jump right in since we do have a special guest. We don't want to keep him waiting too much longer. Sid making the big leap down to the Houston Rockets, the NBA. How's it going, buddy? How's everything going down there? Adjusting well?
Adjusting well. I think you were down here last week, right? And I was back up in the state of New York. How did you like Houston?
Like I always do. Can't wait to get out. Oh, we survived. It's good.
Yep.
Positive outlook there.
Yeah.
We're trying to get used to it down here, but the Rockets are good. Organization's a good organization, but they're not playing well on the court right now, which is a big problem for us.
Yeah, already fired. Head coach is gone. Still can't figure out how to win. I don't know. Who is this new coach? I don't know much about him.
JB Bickerstaff. He's the son of Bernie Bickerstaff, who was a longtime NBA coach, and I think JB was on his father's staff. I'm not sure where, but he was assistant coach for Bernie for a little while, and I know the Rockets think highly of him, so it's just a matter of him getting the interim job and seeing if he can turn it around.
Sweet. Awesome. I know they are a bit on a losing streak again. They try to get it back to 500, but their boy James Harden, if he doesn't play defense, might be a long season for you guys. So hopefully he can turn that
he's
around.
Not going to play defense, right? So
and look, I mean, in their last 3 games, I mean, they're starting to turn things around. They've only given up 123, 129, and 123 again. So.
Hold on. No. They gave up 121 to the Knicks. Didn't they beat the Knicks?
Big difference.
Excuse me.
Big difference. Someone missed a 2-pointer somewhere.
No, my bad. 105, 111, 114. At any rate, JB Bickerstaff, I think they brought him in for his defensive acumen. But Sid, as you and I were talking before we came on the air, James Harden not playing a lot of defense there in Houston right now.
No, I mean, to start the year off, it was bad, but he's actually picked it up since then. So you can see where it started and where it is now. It's still not where it needs to be, but what can you do, man? He's dating Khloe Kardashian, and that's what happens when you date her over the summer.
It's over. Wow. He'll be a female before you know it.
It's
Oh,
tough.
That's the one with the Lamar Odom history, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All
Good
right.
luck.
So
already in the
obviously,
Kardashian talk early here.
yeah. So Benny obviously he knows Kardashian info. Let me ask you this, Benny. Can you name me 5? No, let's do this. Can you name me 3 Rockets players?
Probably 2.
Cute. No.
Come on
Cue
now.
the
Howard.
music.
Harden.
Da-da-da.
And I don't care because it's the Houston Rockets.
You made it about as far as we
yeah, 2 out of 3.
anticipated.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That should be a song, right? 2 out of
Yeah,
3 ain't
I
bad.
didn't even think you would get Harden. I mean Howard, to be honest with you, but you did great,
Oh
buddy.
man. Yeah, thanks.
Yep. Yeah,
Hey,
Jess
someone help me out. What's the third one?
the Jet?
Oh, Terry plays for them. That's
Jason
right.
Terry, Ty Lawson,
Yeah.
who will be around could potentially be around for another week or two.
Oh, isn't Ty Lawson nicknamed Pistol Pete?
I don't know about that
man.
one. I don't know where you got that one from.
Gun reference. Sorry, bad one.
That could be Raymond. That could be Raymond Felton too on the Dallas
that's
Mavericks.
the
too.
one. Yes, great Raymond. Perfect. Got it. So what's it like at a game, Sid? I've never been to a Rockets game. What's the atmosphere like down there?
They're fun. They're fun. It's a good time. I mean, it's rocking your red. Everybody's wearing red, and you got the lights coming in. That's all red, so it's pretty cool. Overall, the fan experience I think is really good. Good entertainment throughout the game. We have Clutch, the mascot,
Ooh.
who's a bear. So we're not. I
Interesting.
know the background story if you're interested in Clutch the bear, but
Yeah,
outside
go ahead. Fire away. Fire
So-
away. Let's go.
So Clutch basically the mascot sold himself to the Rockets and became such like an integral part of the Rockets game entertainment that the Rockets had to hire him on as a mascot. He's a bear. He has nothing to do with the Rocket.
That's great.
Oh, man.
I've met the man inside the suit. He's a really good dude. He's a little crazy, but he's a good dude.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Now, just to give everyone, speaking of mascots, give everyone a background story. The 4 of us all worked together at the Frisco Rough Riders, AA for the Rangers. And I think at one point, each one of us got in that suit at some time. Correct
No
or
way.
incorrect?
No, I did
You
not.
did.
You did not?
I did.
Wow.
No,
I was in there.
I did.
I was in there.
After being close enough to smell that thing, I said, "There's no way I'm getting in that."
That's
Hey.
the one thing. If anyone out there watching, the 50 people I swear we get every week, if you get the chance, call Sid, call someone at the Rough Riders, try on these mascot suits.
Whoa,
It is
whoa,
a
whoa.
wild
I'm
ride.
not there anymore, Tony.
No, you Rockets, Clutch. They want to wear Clutch.
Oh, well, Clutch is a little bit more crazy to get in than Deuce.
My personal
think-
favorite was the fact that I'm about 6'4", and the costume's designed for someone that's about 6'1", so I had to stand there like this so I could look out and see out of the little screen protector so I could see what I was doing.
I had the opposite problem since I'm 5'0". I'm 5'0". I couldn't reach the eyes.
My hands won't fit.
I can't see.
I think we need to
Don't
call.
raise this thing. It's too low.
We need to call up the Rough Riders and get Jesse in that suit.
Yeah,
I can't believe he didn't get in there.
Yeah, we got to make that happen. How
Don't
did you
mind
skate
if I
by?
don't.
we'll figure that out.
Mm.
But what do you
Yeah.
see?
Yeah,
What do you see for
Febreze and body odor.
Yeah, gross. Well, what do you see, Sid, for the rest of the season for the Rockets? They gonna make a run at this thing or no? Is it?
I mean, you got to think so, right? They made it to the Western Conference Final last year. They still have the same team has returned, plus Ty Lawson, who hasn't been very good, but still a talented dude. You got to figure that they'll get it together here. And one thing that's been actually surprising, I think, in the NBA this year is that the Western Conference is not that good. You've got Golden State at 19-0 and San Antonio at second. After that, it is a drop off.
That's a bold claim, Cotton.
You've got Oklahoma City at third. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, the East is definitely
Well-
improved. Yeah, I mean, you got the Cavs on top over there. The Pacers seem to be back. Paul George is, pretty healthy coming off that, nasty leg injury. The Bulls are going to be pretty solid this year as well. So it's not the same East as it was last year. So I agree with that to some extent. But it
But
is
don't-
also very early in the regular season in the NBA.
true.
which
It's
will
true.
count for too much.
But do you feel a little bit like back when Tiger was in his heyday right now with Golden State and thinking everyone's playing for second, right? I mean, I don't think there's any sign that there's a team that's going to be able to compete with them. Tiger did that to tournaments as well. You tune in just to watch who's going to get second because he was going to win the tournament.
He's always bringing in his man crush to these things. NBA, and then we bring up
Listen,
Tiger. Love it.
It's just a reference, and everyone knows that I'm more of a Phil guy than a Tiger guy. So if anybody would be talking, it's
Everybody
on.
knows. Everybody knows.
Yeah. You're tuning in to see what Steph Curry's going to do next. That guy's
Right.
a freaking. I don't want to speak too soon, but if he keeps playing at this level, you look at him potentially being one of the best players to ever play. He's completely changed the game of basketball at
Wow.
6 foot 6'1". It's remarkable what he's doing on the court. 19-0. Where do you guys see this winning streak ending? That's the question. Because the
80.
Lakers have
82.
82.
Okay. Do they challenge the Bulls record?
Do they
Yeah,
challenge the
absolutely.
Bulls record of
Absolutely.
72 and 10?
Yes.
Do they
Absolutely.
have a chance to pass the Lakers winning streak record? What is that? 32.
33.
33.
33.
Do
32.
they have a chance? You feel like
The
they have a
Warriors,
chance?
I think the Warriors play the Cavs on Christmas Day, and they might be 29-0 by that point.
Yeah,
And then
33
they would-
said 1972. Yeah.
They would have broke the record if they make it that far, correct? Yes. I
Christmas?
believe so. Yeah.
I think
Because
they're-
the winning streak they're taking into account from last season.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they're 23 right now and they're only 19-0 on this year, so they're pulling in from last year as well.
Got it.
I think they absolutely do it.
Yeah, and I don't think there's been a team this dominant since that 72 and 10 Bulls team. Because when you look at the point differential, plus 15.3. 115.3 to 99.9 a game right now. They're just playing out of their minds.
So here, their next 6 games are on the road. They got Charlotte, Toronto, Brooklyn, Indiana, Boston, Milwaukee, Phoenix, Milwaukee, and Utah before they play Cleveland at home.
That Toronto game could be tough. Toronto's a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be something if they lose their record in Charlotte tomorrow? That'd be kind of weird, right?
Wouldn't it be something if they lose a record to Brooklyn?
Ugh, gross.
5-13 right now.
Gross. Yeah.
That's how it happens, though, right? You think you got a night off, and they'll jump up and get you.
Yeah.
Down to the competition.
But it'd be definitely interesting to watch. That's for sure. Definitely interesting to watch.
Yeah, you brought up Steph Curry. Clear cut MVP favorite right now, but
right.
The guy on that team that I think just brings it all together outside of Curry is that Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Out of
Absolutely.
Michigan State, no one thought that guy was going to be more than number 7 or 8 guy off the bench, and now he's he's averaging triple double over the last 3 games.
Yeah.
Or whatever he's doing. It's crazy. That guy's just the glue to that whole team.
Right,
on the season right now, 13 points a game, 8.2 boards, 7 assists a game. For a guy his size to be able to distribute, rebound the ball the way he does, and the motor that he has on the court, it's incredible.
He plays the 5 too. When they go small, he's guarding.
He's
centers
guarding
up
the big guys. Yeah. And speaking of candidates for MVP, you got to look at the big man Andre Drummond. Got to look at him. He's averaging 18 and 17. It's
Dude,
unbelievable.
stat sheet.
Unbelievable. He's had 20 rebound night 4 times already. I think there's only a couple other teams that altogether have had 2 20 rebound guys or something on their squads. So he's just running away with this.
I'll tell you what, I could not care less about the Detroit Pistons, but I will go check their box score just to see what Drummond has
Yes,
any given
exactly.
night. How many boards did Drummond have?
He played last night against the when they beat the Rockets, and Andre Drummond dominated.
He's a beast.
He's Dwight Howard. he looks like he's 40, even though he's 29. And Andre Drummond made him look like he was 40 years old.
And what? Drummond's
young.
He's born in 93.
22.
Ooh.
6'11", 280. And speaking of Dwight Howard, he shoots free throws about like Dwight Howard as well. I don't know if you saw that. 4 of 18 from the free
They
throw
went
line
to
the other night.
Hacka Andre last night. Got him back in the game.
What is wrong with these guys? That's part of your job. How are you not capable of making a free throw? I don't understand.
Do your job.
Well,
Do your job.
The Mavs played Sacramento last night, and Rondo's shooting 34 from the free throw line, 34%. Rondo, like, damn. Come on, little guy, bring it all together.
Just one thing real quick. The East, the number 18 in the East is the Boston Celtics. They're 10-8. The number 18 in the West, Minnesota Timberwolves, are 8-9.
Wow.
You usually don't see that too often.
Usually it's flipped. You get the
That's
East with the team win 30 games getting that 8 seed.
That's right. Wow. I never thought we'd have the day where we lead off third and long with NBA talk, but this has been great. I've absolutely loved it.
Benny's really loved it.
Yeah. We finally found a way to shut him up.
It's a great segment.
How about we do this? Sid, hang around a few more minutes with us. We'll take a 5-minute break here, and we'll come back, and we're going to switch it up on you guys a little bit. We're going to talk a little NHL. How about that? Benny's
right up Benny's alley.
Yes, and then we're going to throw some NFL picks at Sid and see if he can match our other celebrity that joined us, Charbel. We're back.
I got stuff on NHL.
Wow. Okay. Here we go. Benny's going to take it away on this one, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to lead us into the NHL talk. Sid, we're going to run a few things by you because we're obviously novices when it comes to the NHL around here, so hopefully you can shed some light. There is a little bit of buzz around town right now with the Stars doing what they're doing. People are being a little more, aware of what's going on in the NHL with the Stars. So what's your take? Are these guys legit? Are they going to make a serious run at this thing this year or what?
It's hard to see them not making a serious run right this year because, I mean, they're playing probably some of the best hockey in the entire NHL, and their record proves it. But there's some other things that you can look at outside of a record in the NHL. You can look at their goal differential, plus 23 this year, which is tied for it's fourth place, right behind Washington, who's in third at plus 24. But in the Western Conference, that Central Division that the Stars play in, that's the toughest division in hockey, and it's really not close. You've got Chicago, who's a defending Stanley Cup champion. You've got St. Louis, who's a perennial powerhouse. Nashville, Minnesota, Winnipeg, and Colorado are even really good. They're big teams, tough to play against. So Dallas, led by Jamie Benn, Tyler Seguin, and then this Klingberg guy, defense, John Klingberg, who's making a run at the Norris Trophy, which
that's a good, strong defensive name right there.
Klingberg.
Yes. Sounds like he can do work.
Great hockey name.
So Klingberg, right? The Norris Trophy is given to the best defenseman throughout the year. And right now, Klingberg's 27 points in 24 games, so he's averaging more than 1 point per game. And he's probably the front runner for that trophy. So Stars are getting some really big points out of their defense, and their goaltending's held strong, which has been the question mark going into the year. So right now they're looking like a Stanley Cup championship contender.
Wow.
I'd hop on the bandwagon now.
Talking.
Sweet. We'll do that. I know Benny brought up a good point earlier, and Benny, you can probably shed some more light on it, but the overtime has changed in the NHL. I just learned
more in hockey in that segment than I have my entire life right there.
I know. This is awesome. I didn't know what that trophy was. This is great. Like, I just feel so enlightened.
We're going to have a pop quiz later on, too.
John Klingberg.
No, I would like Sid's opinion, and I want to see, and Sid, you'll have to tell me if you get in a fight. So I'll back it up. 3-on-3 now is the new rule for overtime, right? So
correct.
You're skating 3-on-3. But the one question I have that I don't know of is, do they have the Wayne Gretzky rule still in effect in overtime? Where, let's say, hey, I want to go out and I want to get in a fight. Can I even take those numbers down even more, or are they going to just throw you into the box and continue on with 3-on-3?
Yeah, so it'll never get lower than 3-on-3. So if
and I bet you guys didn't know I knew the Wayne Gretzky rule.
That's really impressive.
Hockey.
Do you know where that rule?
So for those,
hockey was Gordon Bombay.
Quack quack.
Quack quack. Ducks fly together. But the Flying V, Ducks Fly Together, Gordon Bombay, Mighty Ducks. Check it out. Great movie. Set of 3 too. You might want to check it out.
A great holiday gift. A great holiday gift. For those who need it.
Stocking stuffer for those looking for extra gift ideas.
The wheels are off. The wheels are off. Hang on tight. Knuckle puck, here it comes.
Oh man.
Can the knuckle puck really happen?
It can happen.
Oh,
they do. I mean, I don't think you have a guy that's setting up knuckle puck, and plopping it up and getting the whole, all the time in the world to hit this thing. But
I think physically, yes, knuckle puck is possible. All right.
Yeah.
Secondly, the Mighty Ducks 3-pack is available on Amazon for the low price of $18.52.
That's a great deal. It's a great deal.
Hey, Blu-ray
discount on that. Strike while the iron's hot.
Blu-ray or standard def?
That's probably just standard DVD.
Oh man.
Out.
You don't need Mighty Ducks in high def, all right? It's a throwback movie. You want it to be a little grainy.
Quack.
All right?
Quack. Just like this presentation we're
I'm
doing right now.
the Gordy!
God, it's horrible.
All right, I'm going to bring it back, and I'm going to make a Stanley Cup final prediction right now, and then you can move on from hockey.
That's awesome. That's great.
How about that? Now, I will say one thing about the Mighty Ducks. My problem with the movie is that there's no way a puck can physically go through the goalie's glove. Okay? That doesn't happen. Go back, watch the movie. Fulton Reed takes a slap shot through the goalie's glove.
He knows his full name.
He even knows the full name. Fulton Reed at the 1 hour and 15-minute mark.
All right,
Stanley Cup
prediction
final
alert. Here it
prediction.
comes.
Out of the East, you're going to get the Washington Capitals.
Just mark this.
And out of the West,
duly marking,
you're going to get the Los Angeles Kings again. Unfortunately for Dallas, the Kings are going to get there. Yeah.
Wow.
I think Dallas makes it. Dallas goes pretty far, but the experience of the Kings wins out.
Kings, Caps. Got it.
Kings, Caps.
There you go. Bold predictions with Andrew Sidney. NHL talk. Great segment. That was great. I love the NHL talk. We might have to bring you back closer to
we're talking Mighty Ducks. That's all
Knuckle puck.
Right. That's right. Yeah. That's right. All right. We'll move this right along. We're going to keep this train rolling. We're not going to split this up. We're going to jump right into Sid. We're going to hit you with picks. NFL only. Okay.
Hey, before you do that, why don't we get into we had an email that we haven't addressed on the show here in a little while.
We've got an email?
We got an email from one Clayton Woody Adams. So, Woody, we appreciate it. Big shout out. I know you're doing big things out in Arizona. But while we have Andrew Sidney, I figured this would be a perfect time to spark a little debate in lieu of any kind of fantasy talk and stick with the NFL before picks and go to Woody's email. And Woody wants to know and talk about how Tom Brady is or could be the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah, basically, who is the greatest quarterback of all time right now, December 1st, 2015?
Johnny Football.
All right.
Oh, my gosh, I just threw up in my mouth. And squash any kind of rumors that Jerry's going to go and try and trade for Johnny Football.
Oh, my God, I would love to see that.
Be so brutal.
That was weird.
The two would probably really mesh well together with their lifestyle. You know what I mean? Just going out partying.
Dude,
They'd be best buds.
Party, bus, and booze.
wow.
Hmm.
All right,
Wow.
so back on track.
Who's gonna throw this first name out and just get
Who is
slaughtered?
the legitimate greatest quarterback of all time?
You know what? I'm
Could
gonna
you
go ahead-
argue that it is Tom Brady?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and open it
Yeah.
up. All right. And I hate to be the guy to say this and admit this because I do not like the guy. He wears freaking Uggs. He does Ugg commercials. All
Well,
right.
so does
Doing
Andy.
other things.
It doesn't matter, but I have to say that it's Tom Brady. All right. I don't care for the guy, but it's the same thing. The same way that I look at Kobe Bryant. I don't like him, but I respect him as a player. All right. And all he does is go out and win games. It doesn't matter who's around him. And I think you're really seeing it this year with the Patriots too. Every time another guy goes down, he just steps his game up to the next level. He's an incredible athlete, incredible competitor. I'm going Tom Brady.
So I was on the Peyton Manning argument for a really long time, and over the last few years, you know, Peyton's always had these all-pro receivers and running backs, and look who Brady's throwing to right now. I mean,
Somebody different every year.
It's unbelievable, and he made heroes out of Deion Branch, David Patton, going back way back. He had Randy Moss, and he set the touchdown record. I hate the guy with a passion, being a Jets fan, but it's so hard to argue right now that he's not the best ever, unless you want to go back to Otto Graham, who played for the Cleveland Browns.
There you go.
Otto.
I think didn't he create the forward pass? I mean, how is he not the greatest quarterback ever?
Oh,
Uh,
that's true. A real
Brady's-
trendsetter. Oh, no.
I guess you could say Brady's is a product of the system. They plugged
I-
Castle in. He got a big
Do you
contract.
take him
now.
over Joe Montana?
People are a product of Brady.
Do you take him over Joe Montana, or is he a product of the time right now that you're watching him and he's most on people's mind?
I think Montana's in the conversation. Favre's in the conversation.
Yeah.
Favre's
Elway.
not. Favre's not.
Elway, Peyton
Favre?
Manning.
No.
I mean, just
No.
like statistically, right? But the thing that sets
Favre,
Brady
no.
apart, the thing that sets Brady apart, and the thing that sets
Favre's
Joe
the
Montana
most
apart,
overrated quarterback of all time.
it's all about championship.
Wow. We got to get Rammer to watch this thing.
Oh, wow.
Favre is just
Jeez.
so overrated. All about himself, egotistical, threw a bunch of passes. He's a compiler. He compiled his stats.
This is awesome. This is great.
But that's the thing.
Sure.
How many championships did Favre have?
One.
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 How many did Peyton Manning have? One,
Right.
right? What did Montana end up with?
So I think you even put Elway
3,
above those
4?
two guys.
4?
Because he had 2.
3, 4?
Montana 3.
Montana 3, and what does Brady have?
4.
4 or 5.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that every week when he's on the field, no matter who is out there, he's giving his team a chance to win. And it could be a no-name receiver. And I think that Brady's going to make him look great, and that's what great players do, is they make other people great around them. So it's hard to argue against the guy right now, right? But there's other people that you could put in a conversation, and there is some bias to it depending on where you're from, who you like, what you grow up watching. You can have the same debate for basketball, baseball, everything. But yeah, I agree with you guys, and I hate to admit the fact that Tom Brady could be that. He's not a very likable guy, but I think some of those greats aren't very likable. And they are kind of egotistical. That's not right or wrong, but you got to give the nod to him right now, right?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's all about wins. Dude's got 4 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah.
He's the best there is.
Could be on his way to a 5th.
Wow.
Could be.
There you
What's that
go.
against him?
There you
There you
go.
go,
Woody Adams, Tom Brady, unanimous. Well, not really. I said Johnny, but joking.
Yeah, yours doesn't count.
Huh, shut up. Got it. Okay,
man.
so there it is. Tom Brady, greatest of all time. As of right now, that might change. So, Sid, now is the pressure. Yes.
Okay.
hit him with his picks. And remember, Charbel went 2-2. He will be watching, so he'll probably give you a quick shout out if he beat you or you beat him. So just
You're
go.
used to this game. First, before I kick this off, first thing off the top of your head, go. What are you thinking?
Green grapes.
Huh? That's probably the most honest answer we've ever gotten in this.
Great.
What's in your head right now? That's great.
Green grapes. Dude's hungry. All right, so here we go. Green Bay, 3-point favorites at Detroit. Who
I
you
like
got?
Detroit. Detroit in the
wow.
upset.
Detroit in the upset. All right,
Wow.
Seattle at Minnesota, even line.
Minnesota.
Going Vikes. Jets,
Wait,
Giants.
we're picking with the spread, right? We're picking with the spread.
No.
No,
We're just telling you what the spread is.
Oh, okay.
Jets
You want
and
to
Giants.
change any previous picks?
If you want to change, we can. Jets,
No.
Giants.
No.
I'm stuck. Oh wow.
Yeah, I'll hedge my life bet and I'll take the Giants.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, what a stunner. Did not see that one coming.
Even Benny always chose the Cowboys.
Cowboys,
Always.
Redskins. Redskins.
Where's the
4.5
game
points.
being played?
Washington.
At Washington.
Washington.
There it is.
All right,
we
and-
do,
I'm
we
not
just
betting
give it-
with Matt Castle or whoever the hell is playing quarterback for the Cowboys.
Get Kellen Moore. You don't want to pick Kellen Moore in case he has to come in and take a snap for us?
I thought
you don't
they cut
trust
him.
No, they had to bring him back. They had to bring him back once Tony got hurt.
Jeez.
We only have
All
one
right,
quarterback
there
on
you
the
have it.
roster.
There you got
And
it.
we
So
cut
what?
Joseph Randall, who was going to be our other quarterback.
So
And
what
that
were?
guy got in trouble again.
God, shut up. What were his picks again?
So he went with Detroit over Green Bay, Vikings over the Seahawks, Giants over his beloved Jets. Are you kidding me? And then Redskins over the Cowboys.
So hang around, Sid. You can hang around if you want. We're gonna go through some fantasy talk, and then our top 10 pick to win coming up next. See you soon. Okay. All right. Boom. So here we go. We're gonna run through some quick 5-10 minute quick hitters on fantasy. We're gonna go around the horn real quick. Everyone, give your number one guy for this weekend that's gonna make that final push into the playoffs, or is gonna make you get past round one if you're already there. I don't think people are in the playoffs yet. But here we go. And as you guys will notice, we said bye to Sid earlier, but Sid's still here. We kept him around. He's got some good insight. So we're going to go around the horn. Jess, you lead the way, buddy. Who is your go-to guy for this weekend?
Wow. Okay, just went ahead and put me on the spot here. So for me, off the top of my head, a guy who's owned in maybe like less than 2% of leagues, and I'm going real deep on this. Rashard Matthews just got hurt for the Dolphins. I'm going Devontae Parker for the Dolphins. All right, they're playing the Ravens. That secondary's been pretty suspect. Tannehill's been real up and down, but they're still going to throw the ball around against the Ravens. So Devontae Parker, he got 10 targets last week, 4 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. So that's I'm going with him.
Boom. There you go. Benny, you're up, buddy. Fire when ready.
No problem. Mine's just going to be one that you guys probably should have had playing all season after his breakout performance at the start of the year. But we are going to get Devontae Freeman back, and I think that coming back from a concussion, I think he continues to get the ball. I think he continues to run hard, and I think he's going to continue to score an abnormal amount of points. And so I think that you're definitely playing that guy and riding him to get into a playoff spot if you're kind of win or go home, or securing yourself a first round bye this week.
Boom. There you go. So I'm going to go with what we talked about earlier with Tom Brady making everybody better, and Chandler stepping in with Gronk going down. Even in that game last week, he had 5 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. So if Gronk's out this coming week, which most likely he is, look for Chandler to be a benefactor of Brady throwing to him. So at the tight end position, Chandler is my
maybe-
sleeper go-to guy.
If you're real desperate, you might be able to put him in as a flex as well in a deeper league, 12 or 14
Ooh.
teams.
There you go. All right, Sid.
I got 2 real quick. There's one that you all should know about and have already, and he performed well on Monday night. The Ravens' new starting running back, Buck Allen from USC, is a guy that you can add maybe if your league's a little bit behind on some of those running backs. And then the other guy I'm going to go plays for the San Diego Chargers, and they've had a tough go of it here with some injuries. He played well last week. I think caught a touchdown. Dontrell Inman, the wide receiver.
Like it.
Those are my two. Yeah.
Something else that Sid mentioned earlier, just to throw this in, David Johnson. Go get him right now. He's hardly had any touches this year, has 8 touchdowns on the season. He's going to get a lot of work for the Cardinals. So go get him if he's available.
Yeah, more than likely the number 1 waiver ad this week.
And dude's a beast, 6'2", 230.
Boom, there you go. Not much fantasy insight, but I think that is a good spotlight there on a few guys. So go pick them up, need them, make a push, let us know if it helped. But lastly, we're going to wrap up with one of my favorite bits that we do here is our pick 10 to win. We go around the horn. We're going to pick 5 college games, and this weekend, no upset picks this weekend, boys. We're just going to do the championship games that are coming this weekend, and then we're going to go to our 4 NFL games with our upset alert. So, Jess, lead the way, buddy, and we'll get this going.
All right, pick 10 to win, starting out with college football. First game on the docket, Temple against Houston. Houston 6.5-point favorites. Houston's had a pretty nice run all season. I feel like Temple, they can kind of control the tempo, solid run game there. So I'm going with the Owls to win this one. Going against the spread.
Wow. I'm going to go against you, buddy. Give me the Cougs. Herman.
Houston. I'll take Houston with Tony over there.
All right, Florida against Alabama. Bama, 17.5-point favorites. Obviously, I'm going Bama. Florida, yeah, I mean, if they score, they might get another safety. I don't know. I mean,
or block their own players again.
Roll damn
Tide. Have a better likelihood to block their own players again than they do of winning this game.
I'm putting Benny down for Bama. Moving on to the next one, Stanford.
But I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Bama loses and they still get in at the number 4 spot.
Right, with 2 losses.
Such a joke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Don't get T started on that. That's for another episode.
Yeah. So Stanford, 4.5-point favorites against USC. I got to go with my boy Christian McCaffrey. You know, we talked about him like week 3, and that dude's still doing work. Going Stanford in that one.
Oh, man, how fun was that Stanford-Notre Dame game to watch? I hope you guys watched it. It was pretty entertaining. I'll take Stanford. Yep. I still don't understand how they lost week 1 to Northwestern. I don't get it, but who knows? They should be undefeated right now.
I'm actually going to go against you guys on this one. We're going to roll with USC. I think they just announced the hiring of the interim coach, right? Which shocker alert on that one, just because that's probably one of the most coveted jobs that could have been open in college football, and they went ahead and hired him before the season even ends. I think the team rallies around him, and we're going USC.
All right, next game, ACC Championship, UNC against Clemson. Clemson only a 5-point favorite in that, and North Carolina has been, really one of the surprising teams in all of college football this year. Oh, man, I tell you what.
Could that be the biggest upset of the year?
All of me wants to go with Clemson here. I mean, part of me wants to go with North Carolina, especially with the way Clemson played against South Carolina last weekend. But, I got to go with chalk here. I'm going to stick with Clemson.
I'm switching it up, boys. Give me the Tar Heels. Give me the Tar Heels. Wow. Dabo's taken them so far, but they're due for a Clemsoning. And I think UNC, they're playing hot. They're putting up points. If this goes to a shootout, I think we give the nod to UNC. So give me the Tar Heels.
Put me down for Clemson.
Wait, question real quick. If Clemson loses to UNC, as Tony has predicted, who moves into the top 4?
Oh,
The classic when you lose, too, because if Clemson would have lost in week 1, they would have still been in the playoffs, but now losing the championship game, they'd be moved out.
Well, if Iowa beats Michigan State,
yeah, that's
Michigan
the big
State
question.
drops out. If Clemson loses, Ohio State, without playing a game, might jump into the 4 hole.
I think
Or
that's
if,
what they said could happen, right?
or if Stanford blows out USC, I see they could get. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to go Ohio State.
Yeah.
I don't know what this committee's doing. They're just so. I mean, no.
It's anybody's
Maybe you slide a team like Kansas into the top 4.
Oh,
That's-
we'd be better off trying to put our basketball team out there.
Pure gold right there.
At least you get a whole nother month of practice, right?
Our basketball team could have gone 0-12. Just play them all both ways. Be entertaining.
Damn.
Hey, my Cornhuskers are looks like gonna sneak in at a 5-7 record for the bowl game. Maybe we can talk them into letting us play 2 bowl games so we can get back to 500.
What does this world come to? Where teams below 500 get to
5-7. The Huskers are most likely, if they accept, will be in a bowl game just due to the fact that they are 1 are Nebraska and 2 travel so well. They can actually make one of those podunk bowls some money, and they're going to be at 5-7. Hey, if you win, do you put that you were 6-7 on a championship ring? And how do you even have that? The bowl.
If I'm
guy,
the head coach and
you don't
you
even
ask me
get
to
one.
go to a ball game at 5-7, I'm saying no, thank you. We're staying at home.
No, we need to practice though, because then you get a whole month of practice.
Well, did you see Missouri? Oh, this one last thing when we move on. Missouri said, "No way, we're not playing in a bowl game," even though they're 5-7. They said we got to focus on a coaching.
On a coaching. Okay.
Well, they got to fill that coaching spot. I didn't know where I was going with it.
They got to work on a coaching spot.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Keep it rolling.
The last one, Michigan State against Iowa. Michigan State's a 3.5-point favorite in this. Everyone has really downplayed Iowa this year. They're undefeated.
They look good.
They played the 66th ranked strength of schedule this year. They haven't really been truly tested. This is going to be their biggest test of the year so far. I'm going Iowa, though. I like what they're doing. It's kind of old school football with Kirk Ferentz. So I'm going with the upset here with Iowa.
Yeah, I'd love to see the perfect season continue for them. So, yeah, give me Iowa. I think they can do it.
And I'm just going to go against you guys. I would not hate Iowa winning, but we're going to go Michigan State. So
I wouldn't not hate.
I would not hate.
Not hate.
Let me rephrase that. I would love to see Iowa win, okay? But I think Michigan State's going to win. It's been a long night.
Sweet shooting.
So we're rolling right into the NFL. Green Bay at Detroit. I'm going Green Bay. I feel like Rodgers gets it back together.
Yep. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Give me Green Bay.
Triple down, peck attack.
All right.
What's the hold on. What's the Detroit offensive coordinator's name? Isn't it like Cooter Brown or something?
Jim Bob Cooter.
Jim Bob Cooter. That's great. I just had to reference to Cooter Brown or Jim Bob Cooter. All right, move on.
They really have turned that offense around under old Jim.
Oh, gosh. Jim Bob Cooter.
All right. Everybody's losing it here. All right. Seattle at Minnesota. Russell Wilson, 5 touchdowns last week. I'm going with the Seahawks. And Thomas Rawls is going to do work in that one.
Give me the purple squad.
Oh, okay.
Teddy Bridgewater. That's my boy.
Minnesota. AP.
All right, Jets at Giants. I'm going to do what Sid didn't have the bravery to do and go with his own squad. All right, I'm going with the Jets in this. The defense is playing well, or at least I did this last week. Who knows what the Giants are going to bring to the table? Eli Manning probably throws another 3 picks and the Jets win this one. And Fitzpatrick been pretty solid.
Yeah, did you see he shaved his beard?
Yeah.
Wow, changed.
Mountain Man gone.
What time is this kickoff?
Noon.
Noon.
Give me Eli to bounce back.
Mm.
Sorry, Vinny.
Jets, Jets.
Oh,
Mainly because I would-
my Cowboys will still make the playoffs.
I'm not saying that. I'd rather have a draft pick. But I'm saying Jets because I don't want the Giants to win.
There is nobody on the Jets that's going to be able to cover Beckham. Revis is out. Cromartie stinks. And the Jets have nobody to cover Odell Beckham. I wouldn't be surprised if he got 200-plus yards against the Jets.
Oh, put that one
Mark
down.
that down for fantasy. If you're playing in daily
All right.
games, Odell Beckham
I'm
is
putting
a
that
good
beside
pick.
his pick earlier.
There you go.
Odell Beckham, 200
He's going to
plus.
throw up 2 points.
I hope
All right.
so. That means the Jets win.
And then last one here, Cowboys at the Redskins. Redskins 4.5-point favorites. Who knows what you're going to get out of the Cowboys. Oh, man, that just feels like it's going to be an ugly game. And,
Always is.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the
7-6
Redskins.
is a good score.
It looks like Alfred Morris may be back from his injuries. Kirk Cousins was able to throw it around last week. And with Romo going down again, I feel like the Cowboys are probably just going to pack it in. So I'm going Redskins.
Yeah, give me Skins here. I think they're playing well. I think they're
Well,
going to make a late push. So I think they're doing all right. They're playing well enough to beat the boys. Well, that's for sure.
I've never picked against the Cowboys. And it's not gotten me very far. And I sure as heck don't want to pick them, but logic says mark me down for the Redskins.
Wow.
I
There's
really-
a real
I really-
internal struggle going on.
Yeah, I just don't like root or like vote, pick them, whatever. But we'll go with it. Just whatever.
He's
You
going
can,
to
just, you can see the fighting going on in his head.
Oh man, I'm telling you that
He's gonna
internal
leave the.
conflict.
He's gonna once we finish here. He's gonna call his dad. Dad, don't watch the show. I did it. I picked the Redskins.
I picked the Foreskins.
All right, then
Whoa, family show. Gosh.
Oh,
Jeez.
and then upset special for me. I hate to do it because Matt Ryan's been screwing me all year in fantasy.
Family show.
No,
That's not
you
even
can't
close to
recover
what
off
you
that.
said.
Yeah.
So Falcons over the Bucks. Going with the Falcons. I mean, I feel like Ryan typically lights the Bucks up, so I'm rolling with the Falcons in that one.
Wow. I am sticking with the Houston theme show, and I'm taking the Texans on the road over the Bills. Their defense is stout right now for the Texans.
And I'm going to do Chargers over the Broncos.
Whoa.
Chargers over the Broncos at home.
All right, so there you have it. Pick 10 to win. Right now, current standings after the 2-week hiatus. We just carry everything forward. I'm in the lead, 33-27. Tony in second,
nice.
32-28. Benny right at 500, 30-30.
That's it. That'll do it for the show this week. Again, Sid, thank you. Thank you for hanging around. Thanks for joining us. This was a lot of fun.
I did have to say one more thing. So your show, Third and Long, has inspired me to potentially start my own show. So we'll see.
wow.
We'll see what happens in 2016.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yes.
We can all
So-
be guests on your show.
So one last
Oh,
thing before you
wow.
go. Sid, is Proud to Puck still alive?
So funny story. Proud to Puck lasted about a month or two, and
Good run.
the guy who started the website went to school with me. His name is Josh, and he is actually now working for the Pittsburgh Penguins as their in-game studio host. So he's made it to the big time. So shout out to Josh Getzoff, who's doing a great job in Pittsburgh.
Josh,
But-
please watch. Tell your friends to watch too. We might get over 300 people to watch.
Josh, hopefully you've made it here to the 35-minute mark.
Yes, yes, Josh, hang on, buddy.
That's always the biggest problem we have.
Fun. Schedule moving forward. Again, we're going to about every 2 weeks, so probably get one more show in for the holiday season before everyone starts traveling, starts moving around. The next show, I think, we'll be queuing up for college football, who we know is in the playoff. we'll know a little more about the Golden State streak. And then hopefully, no, we probably won't talk about hockey again until Sid comes back. So we'll figure something out. Again, boys, thank you joining us. Jesse, Andy, Sid, it's been my pleasure. Until next time.
Ducks fly
Holler.
together.
Peace.
Sing this song 'cause it's third and long.